Kaling and Justin Noble have made lightning in a bottle with their new HBO Max series, The Sex Lives of College Girls, which has become can't-miss viewing. Led by Pauline Chalamet, Renee Rapp, Amrit Kaur, and Aaliyah Chanel Scott, the series focuses on 4 college roommates at Essex College who are figuring out themselves and their sex lives on the prestigious campus.
I love college.
Kristen here, and we're talking about one of the best shows of 2021, The Sex Lives of College Girls. This is another brand new series from Mindy Kaling, who you might know recently came out with Never Have I Ever on Netflix. I have to say, not as big of a fan of that show as I hoped to be, and so I was not sure how I was gonna like this show, but it is incredible. Our 4 leading ladies, through their ups and downs, are so likable and relatable, and you just really connect with them. In this first season, we follow Kimberly, who is a small-town work-study student experiencing some culture shock in this new, diverse environment. There's Bella, an Indian-American sex-positive comedy writer who's trying to make it into this very exclusive comedy troupe at the school. There's Layton, who's a rich legacy student at Essex who is struggling with her sexuality and is currently in the closet. And then there's Whitney, who's an African-American star soccer player. Her mom is a senator, and she gets caught up in an affair with her assistant coach. All of these women have such different personalities. I think the show does a really great job of individually developing each girl while also bringing them together in this really fun, unlikely friend group. And I really enjoyed the way that they tackled a lot of the more difficult topics. For instance, for Bella, she is going out for this comedy troupe, and while she's there, she gets sexually harassed by one of the co-editors. And at first, when she speaks out on it, one of the other co-editors, who's another white man, is kind of like, well, I don't want to believe this. This is a guy that's been my close friend. They give him that moment to be wrong, and then he comes back to her and he apologizes and he recognizes that it was not okay to not believe her, and then does everything that he can to be there to support her, which I appreciated seeing that turnaround. You also have the character Whitney, who had this affair with her assistant soccer coach. She tries to hide it at first, but when she finally reveals that like it was her mom is so supportive of her and just wants to make sure that she's okay. And I really appreciated seeing those stories, that it wasn't demonizing these young women for these, uncomfortable situations or situations that maybe they didn't understand at the time what was really going on. And they tackle everything from women in comedy to sexuality to harassment to ambition through a really relatable lens. It kind of feels like a Sex and the City for a new generation, but a little bit goofier. The cast is also really inclusive and diverse. There are actual LGBTQ+ and disabled actors playing the LGBTQ+ and disabled characters. Everything feels very authentic and like they're not going down the route of stereotypes. I think The Sex Lives of College Girls is really funny. I think it felt like a refreshing take on college life, even though, maybe not everyone deals with the things that they were dealing with. I think that they tackled them in a fun, heartwarming way that really had you rooting for these young women.
Nevertheless, she persisted!
And I am excited for the second season that has already been confirmed to go even further, and I think they did a really great job of ending the season in a way that set up the goals for the next season, of Kimberly losing her scholarship and having to figure out a new plan to stay at school, of Bella and her female comedy friends forming their own troupe, of Layton, continuing that journey of learning how to accept herself and come out, and of Whitney forming a new love connection with Kanan. I was just really invested in this story. I think they also did a really good job with the way that they released these episodes, because they would release 2 or 3 each week, so you had enough to binge, but also it kept you wanting more and coming back for more. I think this show did a really great job of finding a group of 4 women that work together so well, that could be the next Sex and the City, that, have those unique personality traits that you kind of find relatable and connect with, enjoying them as a group, but also in their own individual endeavors. Seeing the mistakes that they make, how they fix them, all from that fun, just fresh into college, you're finally free and away from your parents kind of way. The Sex Lives of College Girls is funny, it's honest, and it has a really stellar ensemble cast that you don't want to miss out on. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you checked out The Sex Lives of College Girls yet, or is this one that you're adding to your list? Let me know in the comments down below. Consider subscribing if you like my videos, and if you want to talk more TV and movies with me outside of the comments section, check out the exclusive Discord available on my Patreon at patreon.com/kmaldo. If you like this one, you can check out more of my videos right over here. See ya!